In the same order that questions were asked, I intend to respond to the question. The first questions came from MP Irion Atwell, and it concerned, does the money received so far from the Division of Assets of the Netherlands Antilles count as revenues for 2017, or will it be incorporated in the budget for 2018? Revenues received from the Division of Assets of the Netherlands Antilles are not part of Budget 2017 and will not be part or incorporated in the Budget 2018. These funds have been earmarked to pay off debts incurred during the period 2010 and 2015. The amounts received were 59 million guilders plus an advance of 8 million guilders from the foundation SAO that is in the process of being liquidated, Foundation for Economic Development. Further question was, has any progress been made on dividend policy for government-owned companies? Yes, there has been, in the form of, it has been discussed with the SOAB, and they have been commissioned to propose or submit a dividend policy for all government-owned companies. What difficulties does BTP have paying concession fees? BTP collects concession fees for on behalf of the government of St. Martin. BTP falls under the Ministry of TIAT. A dispute exists between government and BTP regarding lease of space in the building occupied by BTP and owned by BTP, as well as the responsibility for making mortgage payments on the building. The Ministry of TIAT is working this out with BTP. How much do we have currently in reserves? MP Irion Atwell asked. Actually, the reserves is represented in the equity in the balance sheet of the country. The equity as reflected in the balance sheet represents the reserves of the country. There are no special separate reserves in the balance sheet. Special reserves can only be accumulated after the deficits incurred for the period 2010 up to 2015 have been liquidated fully. Reserves referred to here should not be confused with liquidity. Additional question was, it was mentioned that there is overspending at the Ministry of Justice, Education, and VSA. Does this mean that there is no overspending in other ministries? The question goes. No, there is no overspending in any ministry in government. Overspending or spending money that is not budgeted is unlawful. The minister who knowingly spends money that is not budgeted can be held personally liable for such spending. The budget is closely guarded and no money is paid out before Finance Department has verified that there is money in the budget, and if there is no money in the budget to cover the payment desired, the payment is blocked and denied. An initial question from MP Irion was, is there an estimated amount that government owes to other entities? You have to distinguish between several categories of debts that government has. One category is, of course, long-term debts. These debts are mostly debts for which long-term bonds has been raised, payable over many years. The total amount of long-term debts that the country has amounts to approximately 500 million guilders. The interest payments on these long-term bond debts are incorporated in the budget as an expense. Some of the bonds are called sinking bonds, which contain a component of principal repayment, and slowly as time goes by and payments are made, the principal reduces together with the payments of interest. Another category of debts are the debts accumulated from 2010 to 2015. Principally, these are the debts owed to SZV and APS, which as per the end of 2015 amounted to approximately 191 million guilders, and forms part of the instruction that was issued by the Kingdom government to St. Martin, and it is expected that these debts will be paid off by the end of 2018 if all goes well. The third category of debts are the debts incurred monthly. I can refer to them as operational debts for the purchase of goods and services by government. Government registers all purchases and has no backlog in processing of payments for this category of debts.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your air coat temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Hey guys, did you know that now with Telcel, if you accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month, you get 15 more?
15 more?
Yes, 15 more. However you want.
So I can top up $3 now, $10 next week, and so on until I reach or pass $25?
That's right. Get 15 more.
Wow! I feel like a 15 again.
Yeah. Right. Accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month and get 15 more. Telcel, when you want more.
Need a loan that's quick and easy. Island Finance. Up to 50,000 guilders real easy. Island Finance. For education, a renovation. That's no problem. Yes, it's true. That's not all. They're quick and friendly too. Island Finance. Appliances, vacations, even fix your car. You can depend on Island Finance.
Win yourself a brand new car from the St. Martin's Lions Club and Port of St. Martin Group of Companies. Get your tickets for the Gold Green Car Raffle and win a brand new Toyota Prius C. Tickets only $10. Get your tickets today. The more tickets you get, the more chances you have. Draw date, Sunday, October 8th. It's available at Van Godberdeen Madam Estate, Big D's Photo Studio on the Pondville, and from all Lion members and at the Lions Den. Get your tickets tickets to win a brand new car from the St. Martin's Lions Club and Port of St. Martin Group of Companies.
To give thanks to NVGEB, HEMCO NV, CECC NV, the workers and the head of the ministry within Division Public Education and the Ministry of Romy New Projects for assisting in making it possible for the electrical upgrade and the air condition installation to take place at the Leonard Connor School. The official handing over ceremony was done excuse me, on Monday morning. And we must say that the school's management staff, students, parents are all very happy with the transition that they were able to make with the improvements. Of course, several other projects are still pending within the school. As you may remember, in the past, the critical upgrade included also plumbing and cabling, which has not yet taken place at the Leonard Connor School nor at any of the others. So we look forward to being able to put a plan together to be able to finalize it, not just for this one school, but for the other schools as well. A great big thank you, and we look forward to further community participation in being able to realize some of the urgent situations that we are experiencing with maintenance within our public schools. A question was brought to light pertaining to the 4 classrooms that are still not completed at the St. Martin Vocational Training School. Yes, that entire project had to be removed from the former contractor, and the Ministry of Romy Project New Projects, Department New Projects, is finalizing the advice to be sent forward so that we can actually depend the entire process to get a new contractor has been done. Someone has been awarded, but the advice did not get to the ministers as yet. So as soon as that comes to us, then we'll be able to finally sign off on that to get the project moving. No one is more disappointed in the fact that it's taken this long than me, but the process is the process, and to just stop a project and start with a new contractor is not the way things are done, and so patience had to be used in this case. So we look forward to getting that advice from the Department of New Projects soon to be able to move forward with that. In matters pertaining to sports, we do have a couple of teams, or had a couple of teams in the region and in the United States of America taking place in different championships. The volleyball, St. Martin Volleyball Association sent a national team out for the round 2. They had won round 1 here in Anguilla, I believe, and in round 2 they were in Group D, and they proceeded to the finals, but were only able to secure 2nd place. One of our players, Richmar Valis, also secured top opposite player hitter in the offense. However, we were not able to secure the championship, while the potential was quite great. We look forward to seeing this team continue to move forward, as it's mostly young players with the ability to continue to improve. We'd also like to congratulate the under-15 national soccer team, which is in Bradenton, Florida, and doing very well. They won their first game. I didn't get the results of yesterday's game as yet, but based on their performance thus far, they are also slated to go quite far. I'd like to thank the participants and teachers of the Caribbean Wellbeing Conference, which was held the last week, Monday and Tuesday. Congratulate the Student Support Services Division, St. Martin Youth Council, and the St. John's University for a job well done. The feedback from those sessions were very highly appreciated. I'd also like to congratulate the Stichting Voorgezet Onderwijs for their wonderful conference that was put on. The teachers are also quite inspired by that, and they focused on IT, while the elementary school focused on well-being of the students and parents. And so I'm looking forward to this year being one, as I said in my opening address for the school year, one where we are striving for excellence and not only just outing fires. We're actually pushing our students, our teachers, to be their very, very best. Thank you to both entities for great opening school year conferences. The 10th UNESCO Youth Forum will be held at UNESCO headquarters in Paris, France, from 25th to the 26th of October, 2017. From the performance of the various candidates, it is recommended that of the committee that Ms. Camilla Gomes represents St. Martin at the UNESCO Youth Forum. An active youth activist, Ms. Gomes is expected to do quite well. Every year that we do attend, we do have very good participants in these youth forums, which bring back good information that we could use in our policy development from the youth perspective. The forum brings together expert youth from all regions of the world to discuss pertinent issues related to UNESCO fields of competence. During this forum, a series of recommendations in actions and priorities will be drafted to guide UNESCO's youth actions for the next biennium. These will be then presented to the 39th session of the UNESCO General Conference. So very, very worthy meetings.
Hey guys, did you know that now with Telcel, if you accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month, you get 15 more?
15 more?
Yes, 15 more. However you want.
So I can top up $3 now, $10 next week, and so on until I reach or pass $25?
That's right. Get 15 more.
Wow! I feel like a 15 again.
Yeah. Right. Accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month and get 15 more. Telcel, when you want more.
People all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 Fun Mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of Fun Miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to My Card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free Fun Miles with first use. Switch to My Card today at WIB.
Fun miles, from within your reach.
Win yourself a brand new car from the St. Martin's Lions Club and Port of St. Martin Group of Companies. Get your tickets for the Gold Green Car Raffle and win a brand new Toyota Prius C. Tickets only $10. Get your tickets today. The more tickets you get, the more chances you have. Draw date, Sunday, October 8th. Tickets available at Van Godberdeen Madam Estate, Big D's Photo Studio on the Pondville, and from all Lion members and at the Lions Den. Get your tickets to win a brand new car from the St. Martin's Lions Club and Port of St. Martin Group of Companies.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
One,
2,
3,
4. This is how common it is to develop a mental illness. 1 out of every 4.
4,
4.
4. But there is hope. Today, most mental illnesses can be managed and treated. Visit your general doctor if you feel concerned about your thoughts and behaviors or have some difficulty dealing with some of life's issues.
If you have been diagnosed and are suffering from a mental illness, keep in mind these 4 points to help you manage your mental health.
1. Get regular checkups with your general doctor.
2. Stay on your treatment plan to prevent relapses.
3. Find a strong support group in your family and friends.
And 4.
Never be afraid to ask for help and look out for the warning signs of your illness.
Remember, you are not alone. We are as close as 1,
2,
3,
4.
Learn about mental health illness by going to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
Yesterday, I had a meeting with the joint unions. As you know, there is an agreement that I would meet every 2 months with the unions to update them on all of the personnel issues that are taking place or pending within the ministry. Present at that meeting were the unions WICSU, APFO, and NAPB, and the Chamber of Labor Unions. The unions were updated on the progress made thus far. I would say that the meeting was very positive and constructive. We also gave, I also gave an update on the execution of the action plan at the prison, and as much as that involved the employees and in total, in general. I must say that the unions express a concern with the lack of training opportunities that exist now for a lot of their members, which is something that has my attention and indeed is very important, because the whole basis of improving whatever organization we are dealing with is the aspect of human development. So all in all, I would want to say that the meeting was very constructive, very positive. I also met with the representative of the Safe Haven, Ms. Cassandra Richardson, on the issue of domestic violence. And the concern here is, I can recall in a previous press briefing that I said that we should also concentrate on the prevention aspect of crime fighting. And the question was wondering in how many cases, how many situations where youngsters end up on the wrong side of the law, were they subject to families, etc., that had domestic violence as an issue. We discussed this matter and also the cooperation within the Ministry of Justice, namely the police and other law enforcers, on exactly how to deal when faced with issues of domestic violence. We know that is not an easy problem to deal with, and training is a very important part of that aspect, where police and other law enforcers should be also trained exactly how to go around, how to deal with the issue of domestic violence. It is my hope that that relationship with the Safe Haven on that particular issue with the Justice Ministry would be strengthened and continued. It was mentioned by my colleague, Minister of Romy, and after that also by the Minister of VSA, that a lot of attention would be placed on enforcement. And I will be having discussions, as a matter of fact, later today in a meeting with the Chief of Police and the Prosecutor's Office on especially the situation with immigration. The idea is to heighten the immigration control. But in saying so, I would also like to send a warning and an advice. And let's consider it an advice to all employers. Employers know that it is forbidden to have someone working without having the necessary permits. And in doing so, you will be violating the laws of the country. And in doing so, you will be held responsible and could suffer the consequences of getting a fine. On a day-to-day basis, I get documents to sign to, how I would say, to deport folks because they were caught working illegal on the island, residing illegal on the island. And that is one aspect. They were working because someone put them to work. And I don't think it is right to punish one side and ignore the other side. And I definitely will not be doing that. So in situations where the worker is caught working without a permit, the employer definitely would bear the consequences of that. We can no longer say that employers do not know that they need a permit. Should that be the case, be it at the Labor Department or at the Immigration Department, you can get all the information that you need. If you're in doubt whether a particular worker need a permit or not, please inform first before putting that person to work. You also have a situation where on the French side of the island, there are a number of different nationalities who have the possibility to request asylum and are allowed to stay on the island during that process. That request does not give permission to come on the Dutch side and engage in labor. I repeat, that request for asylum does not give you the authority or the permission to come on the Dutch side and work. And to the employers, that request doesn't mean that that person is allowed to work. So if we know this, let's please adhere to this and save all of us a lot of trouble and avoid the discussion with whether a government is heartless or not. As Minister of ASA said, you know, if we continue to ignore the problem, we're going to have all of these discussions of putting groups and nationalities against each other, and rather than dealing with the problem itself. So from my approach is calling on the employers to do the right thing.